the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Washington football team. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Fouled on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st down, Downs to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check, 59. Rip left.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Washington 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down, Allen. Steps away to his left. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now Dobbs. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Throwing again. Dobbs. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he'll air this one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Robbie Anderson, an 80-yard touchdown. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Steelers 13, Washington 7.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Completion here to Claypool. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
That's good.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his running back, James Conner. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He gets it left side to Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing here, Dobbs. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Dobbs. being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's going to look deep here for Ward. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Dobbs. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra points still to come. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. And that's That's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Callaway on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, Allen slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Allen on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Dobbs is throwing. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st down, Dobbs. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again. Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Dobbs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Robert Foster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw Dobbs. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now here's a throw that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Dobbs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st down.
Now Allen. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Antonio Gibson.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Washington.
So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Dobbs. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Dobbs. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it'll be Washington football at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On play action, Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st down, Washington.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Does the big boy have the juice? And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Allen now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here,
is starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Just like that. 50 wants the ball. 50 wants the ball.
Now Allen again. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
For Robert Foster. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A final shot before break. Allen. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Back up, son. Back up.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Connor. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Number 30, James.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Ebron's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this is one heck of an individual individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen slings this deep from McLaurin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive. 3rd down. Spectacular catch. Turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And his throw here's incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Play action. Now it's Allen. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 30-yard line.
To throw is Dobbs. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 7.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Intended for Robert.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Next to score, Steelers 33, Washington 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Steelers 33, Washington 21.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dobbs. And that's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. And the the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Allen. Dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
22-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
6 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down, Dobbs. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 11-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to Robbie
Anderson. 89 yards.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Greg Ward, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington has once again taken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Dobbs. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They were looking for Johnson that time. Third down here. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And Washington will have it on a turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up first and 10 at the 40. They run the counter. Gibson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game.
instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Completion here to Claypool. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So they were in field goal range, chance to go to overtime, got greedy going for the win. Do you think maybe on the sideline they felt compelled to go for that win?
Sometimes that's what happens because as a head coach, you have to take the pulse of your team. You have to know where you are and how they're feeling. And maybe he thought, we've got to win it right now. Overtime, we might not have anything left for that. So maybe that's why they went for it and pressed it.
Unfortunately, it backfired.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the pass finding its way. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard
From the gun, Dobbs. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Chase.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
33.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.